That's Bobby Bailey in the Dragonfly. Beautiful. Oh, that is a lot of fun. You can bet on that. Coming in for a spot landing. That's the Bailey-Moyes Dragonfly LB-59 Pittman Air, and that's Bobby Bailey flying that right now. So let's go see him over there in the forum tent.
I'd like to share a story about someone I met recently who ended up being a legend in the aviation world. I met this person at Sun and Fun 2024 while I was filming videos of various light sport aircraft over in Paradise City. But there was one airplane that really caught my attention, and it was the Bailey-Moyes Dragonfly. The Dragonfly is a high-wing tandem-seat airplane designed for pulling hang gliders. It's got a huge wing with oversized ailerons that are effective even when the wing is stalled. It's just a really cool and capable little airplane. I captured a lot of footage of the Dragonfly, and I set out to make a video showcasing the design and how well the aircraft flies. However, what I ended up filming was more a story about the man who designed it, Bobby Bailey.
That was awesome, and I'll send you the video when it's complete.
Okay.
But yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
This was Sunday, the last day of Sun and Fun, and all the vendors were starting to pack up their booths, and even the Dragonfly team was slowly getting ready to leave. I rushed over to their setup and asked if I could sneak in a quick flight, and sitting there was a girl who I recognized from some pretty famous internet videos. And she said she talked to the pilot about giving me a quick flight around the pattern, and after they agreed to take me up, said, "You're about to fly with the man who designed this airplane from the ground up. He's been all around the world building the Dragonfly. He's the greatest pilot I've ever known." You could just tell that she loved this guy and she spoke so highly of him. Lastly, she said, "Just know that you're about to fly with an aviation legend, and his name is Bobby Bailey." I started thinking about what she was saying, and some memories about what I had seen online started popping up. Bobby Bailey was the pilot from these awesome aerobatic videos in the Dragonfly. He's also worked on designs like the Buccaneer XA1. He designed the single float Connie and the Tempest glider, and of course the Dragonfly, which is now the standard airplane used in 90% of the hang glider tow operations. I recognize Bobby's work in aviation all over the place. I was the final demo ride in the Dragonfly at Sun and Fun, and little did I know my flight and post-flight interview with Bobby would end up being some of the last video of Bobby out there. Sadly, only a week later, Bobby passed away in an aviation accident. I wanted to share the flight and conversation with Bobby Bailey from that day. He was a soft-spoken guy who didn't do a lot of interviews, but once we sat down for a conversation, he opened up about his fulfilling life of flight. I'm going to leave most of our conversation unedited so you all can see what Bobby was really like.
You're a legend. I've seen a lot of your videos online, spinning and rolling and looping this thing. It's crazy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
If you will push that button that says push to start. Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Clear.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Oh, yeah.
We were flying, you were telling me that you started around 1975, right, with hang gliding.
That's 72.
72.
Yeah.
So that's when hang gliders looked a little different, right?
Oh, yeah.
Regalo wing, kind of flapping.
It was a Rogallo wing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've met Francis Rogallo. I have the Rogallo Award for innovations in hang gliding, stuff like that.
Oh my gosh.
And I have the Presidential Award in hang gliding, which is, so those are like the two highest awards that you can get.
Yeah.
Got both of those. Whenever I first started hang gliding, saw a picture in a magazine, got $20 for my birthday, bought some Visqueen and aluminum, and and some duct tape, and made a hang glider out of it.
Cool.
And it was just skimmed down the hill and stuff. But the strange thing is, the picture in the magazine was of Bill Moyes flying a hang glider, and later on, he became my partner in business. He's like the most famous person in hang gliding. And,
Really?
yeah, and I've been all around the world with him. So.
Around 1978 or so, got into business of making whole flights with Buccaneer.
guess these hang gliders need a tow plane, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of where the Dragonfly came in.
Yeah, before that we were towing them up behind boats. Since Florida's flat, we would hook a rope to a boat and we would tow them up.
Yeah.
And then over in Europe, well, actually, Bailey-Moyes was the first person to aero tow a hang glider. He did it behind a Super Cub.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he was probably towed at about 60 miles an hour. It was amazing. Thing had to be flapping like crazy.
I know, it's crazy.
And after that, some people in Europe started towing them behind trikes, but it was really fast and really dangerous. It was like only the top 1% of hang glider pilots could do it. And we tried it, and we figured that if we could slow the tow plane down, that it would make it a whole lot safer, and so that everybody else could do it too.
Yeah.
So we designed an airplane, made it very controllable at low speeds, put large control surfaces on it, and got
I
the stalls.
noticed that. The ailerons are huge.
Yep, we call them BDAs, barn door ailerons.
So nice. Yeah, and they're a little bit set down into the wind, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they continue working even after the airplane is stalled. They never stop working.
Wow.
And we also put a really fat airfoil on the thing to make it climb. So basically the airplane was designed for going up and coming down. Another thing that we did is we developed the tandem hang gliding, to where you could actually do training in it, where it became easy, where you didn't have to run off of the hill, you rolled off a flat ground, and that changed hang gliding quite a bit. I would say before I developed the airplane, there was probably about 15 active hang glider pilots in Florida. And then after we developed the Dragonfly, now there's hundreds of us here. So
it's amazing.
Yeah, that probably changed hang gliding quite a bit for a while, just because you could train people easily.
Right. You can get them up to where the thermals are here in Florida. And
yeah.
So the Dragonfly is very similar to another aircraft which escapes my mind, but
Drifter.
The Drifter, right?
Okay.
But this one's a lot beefier.
Mm-hmm.
It looks a lot stronger than a Drifter.
Well, it's just before we made this airplane, I was working in advanced aviation, and Phil Lockwood came and joined the company for a little bit. Okay. We designed an airplane called the Explorer, which was basically a drifter with struts.
Yeah.
And I did quite a bit of work on that. And shortly after that, I left the company and made the Dragonfly. I actually designed the Dragonfly down in Australia with the tubing and stuff I could get down there. But since I had just done the Explorer, a lot of it was based on what I did with the Explorer.
Okay.
Explorer is Phil Lockwood's design, not mine. But
yeah. What do you want to see for the future of Dragonfly? New engines, but same overall design, because it's perfect as it is, you know?
The Dragonfly probably won't develop much, unless we get some new engines that are lighter and stronger or more horsepower. But what I kind of want to work on in the future is I had another airplane called the Connie.
Okay.
And it was just a single float. You sat on the float.
Oh, I know that plane, yeah.
Okay, well, I want to build another one of those. I've built like 3 of them, but I want to build another one of those. So that's probably going to be my next project.
That's cool. My brother and I talk about that all the time. The one where you're sitting on the float. I think I know which plane you're talking about. If it's flown already, and there's a couple pictures out there. Or he wants a Drifter one day, but I got to tell him about Dragonfly, because it's... Mm-hmm. In my eyes, a nicer aircraft. And I'm sure you can put floats on that one too.
Yeah, we put floats on it in Germany, Australia, and Fiji. Thank you.
Sorry.
Yeah, you can sit down. Come here.
I need the gas.
Now we're getting some interview. This here's the dreadlocks and the flat spin.
Oh, yeah, I've seen it. Yep.
I'll be right back.
Logan Harris.
Sandwich off.
That's a famous video. It's been all over the place.
I've heard a lot about it this week.
Yeah, but okay, yeah, I'd love to see the Connie fly one day.
Well, hopefully, somebody's giving me a damaged float. I intend on fixing it and I still have the wings for the Connie, so I intend on fixing that float and putting the wings back on there again.
Alrighty. Well, thank you so much for letting me talk to you and giving me a flight. That was awesome, and I'll send you the video when it's complete.
Okay.
But yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Only a week after this, Bobby's accident happened. Now I don't know exactly what happened, but it sounds like he was doing an initial test flight of an assembled Dragonfly that wasn't his, and apparently was assembled incorrectly. One local news station interviewed someone about it, and it sounds like it was missing a crucial bolt for the wing spar or the wing strut, and the wing detached in flight about 350 feet above the ground. Now, I don't know how true this is, so we'll have to see what the NTSB says. Bobby was 71. I want to say thank you to Bobby for all his work in aviation, and while he transitioned out of a direct role with Dragonfly aircraft, his design will be around for the foreseeable future. The Bailey-Moyes Dragonfly is an incredible airplane that is now supported by Pittman Air out of Florida. And if you're interested in the Dragonfly, I've included their information below. You know, aviation is safe, but it's unforgiving, and I don't want this video to be another accident investigation video, so we'll wait for the NTSB to see what happened to Bobby. I just wanted to let the world know about Bobby Bailey's work and say thank you to him for taking the time that day to talk to me. Blue skies to Bobby Bailey, the weather is clear above, and visibility unlimited. Thank you all for watching.